This will save you a lot of time and aggravation when it comes to inspections and possibly prevent a cancellation. I did have a home. We finally got an offer after 6 months. 6 months. It's over $1 million. And we went through 5 inspections. They found so much wrong with the house, they didn't even bother to ask. They just backed out. So I just want you guys to hear that loud and clear. If you know something's wrong with your house, it's time to fix it, right? You are trying to sell your best.
Welcome to Local Living Tri-City, your go-to podcast for exploring the vibrant communities of Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee. Join me, Liz Jones, as we dive into real estate insights and local business stories, bringing you closer to the heart of our Tri-City area. Let's get started with today's episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Local Living. Today we are going to cover some bases about the market update as of May 2025 and here in the Southwest Riverside area. I'm your host, Liz Jones. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to talk about the real estate market and how it's been reacting to everything across the nation, specifically Temecula, Murrieta, Wildomar, Winchester, and Menifee. So we're going to cover current pricing, inventory levels, buyer and seller behavior, where are people moving, and who's moving out, and what this means to you. So you ready? So here, let's get started with some numbers. Temecula. The median home price in Temecula right now is pricing around $779,000. That's a 6.3% increase since this time last year. Homes are still moving pretty quickly. It takes about 21 days. Now, I have to tell you, that is up from where I recall last year. It was closing much faster. So the average home is sitting on the market 21 days. And the inventory that is not priced correctly is sitting about 3 months. So if you are house hunting, the key hot home communities are Morgan Hill, Red Hawk, Paseo del Sol, and those move very quickly. So let's talk a little bit about Murrieta. Murrieta, its median home price is about $100,000 less, and that is $679,900, a 1.5% increase since last year. Homes are averaging a little longer. It's taking 32 days to close. And the neighborhoods like Bear Creek, Copper Canyon seem to be favorites, and they're having a lot of activity. In Wildomar, median home prices are $643,000, so slightly less than the Murrieta, and it's taking an average of 70 days on market to sell. Now, I want you guys to see this. Temecula is moving fastest at about 21 days on market. Murrieta is taking 32 days on market, and Wildomar is at 70 days on market. Okay, so interesting enough, Menifee, it's the fastest growing city in our area. The median price is at $579,000. That's really telling. It's price point specific. Even with that price point, it is taking about 66 days on the market to sell, and it's priced up from 5.4% over last year. So you can see the big increase is in Temecula and Menifee. So we're only seeing a slight variance from last year in Murrieta, so not growing that much. And I don't even have the numbers to report on Wildomar, unfortunately. Now, Winchester has seen slight growth. There's a lot of activity out in Winchester, especially in new home development. It is quietly rising as well. The home prices are about $650,000, and that's up 1.1% from last year. The average days on market is 53 days. Now, the interesting thing about Winchester is there's a segment of Winchester that has Temecula schools. There's a segment of Winchester that has Murrieta schools. And then there's also Menifee schools or Hemet school district. So that's one reason why you're seeing a variety. So people really want to find those Winchester priced homes that have Temecula school zones. It's a hot number. So, okay, is the market still shifting? Good question. It is, and there's a few key reasons why. Price reductions. So price reductions are becoming even more common. In fact, 17.5% of the listings shown in our area have, just in March, had a price drop. That's huge. Over the first quarter, we saw a 38% in drops. 38% of all listings showed price reductions. And that's the highest since 2016. We have tons of canceled escrows and back on markets. That could be due to financing issues, inspection concerns, or buyer hesitancy. I mean, obviously things changed a lot. Stock market went up and down. Those are playing a key role in people getting a little nervous and backing out of those deals. Sellers, this means we need to price very smartly. So it's not fun to go on the market at one price and have to make some price reductions. If time is of the essence, if you're in it to get the job done, it's more important than ever to price correctly so that you're not sitting on the market and you're not finding time erosion. And buyers, this means you have more negotiation power, especially on homes that have been sitting for 30 days. Now, I have to tell you, buyers, I see buyers coming out of the market and the house is on the market one day and they're asking, let's give them $25,000 less. It doesn't quite work that way. The longer it sits on the market, the more power you have to make those decisions. But sometimes if you're going right for the jugular, you're not going to have success. And if you are a buyer that requires some kind of closing costs or concessions, especially now, you need to be sensitive to that. Sellers are getting used to the idea of losing their equity. It's a mind game. It really is. So if agents come in, if the sellers are committed that I have $1 million plus home and all of a sudden they're getting $879,000, in the mind of the seller, they have lost $200,000. It's not factual, but it is a mind game. And so from the buyer's standpoint, you need to understand in the beginning, this is all new to sellers. They've had a ride like no other for the last several years. And so now it's time to go ahead and ease into this. It's definitely opportunity time. We are definitely seeing a hinge down in the interest rates. And if it takes any larger jumps down, you're going to see the market pick up again. Okay, let's talk about demographic shifts and migration trends. Okay, so who's moving here? Who's moving out of the area? Temecula. So now we have just over 110,000 people in Temecula. It grew 0.2% last year. Still a strong magnet for families and professionals. It's convenient to San Diego. You can get to Orange County pretty easy, and the schools are awesome. In Murrieta, we saw a population, and look, it exceeded Temecula at 112,000. That's up 1.1% since 2020. Known for its school and its central location. Let's face it, there's more land to build out Murrieta than there is Temecula. Temecula, we've kind of built just about everything we need there. Wine country takes up a lot of space and residence inside Temecula. Murrieta has room to grow. We're still putting in tract homes everywhere. Wildomar saw a slower growth. It really is an overlooked city. Its population is 37,000, still drawing buyers, and it's a more quiet lifestyle. How about Menifee? No, Menifee is a booming population. Would you believe that Menifee is already reaching 107,000 population? It's catching up quickly and will probably surpass both Temecula and Murrieta. It's grown 3% in just 1 year. And this is where most of the first-time home buyers are anchoring and getting an opportunity. Think about it. If you can get into the price point for Menifee, you buy and you live there for a little while. You then sell in 4 or 5 to 6 years. You now have equity in that home to go buy into the cities you really love. Winchester, also one of the faster growing areas. It jumped 27% in 1 year. Now, I think that's a lot of the new builds. I mean, that's where they're building everything out there. We had 2,900 to 3,700 residents in 1 year change. Builders are busy and affordability is still a key. So where are people buying right now? So Temecula tops the list. It is the number one place that people ask me for all the time. I want to be in Temecula. I want to be next to Great Oak High School. I get it, especially for families focused on top-rated schools, right? Menifee and Winchester are the second, where attracting buyers wanting a new construction and affordability. That's the place to go. And how about Wildomar? Wildomar offers a little more space and a quieter lifestyle. It's close to shopping, it's close to the freeways. It's got a little rural feel to it, and it's appealing to folks who want to break from the traffic and the crowds. So takeaway for our sellers today: if you are a buyer, the window right now is opportunity. Look for homes that have been on the market for a little time. Focus on those with price reduction. There's more motivation. These sellers are getting tired. Work with a great lender and a real estate agent and get yourself pre-approved so you're ready to go. And this will help you move fast when the opportunity comes. If you're a seller, price it right. Can't say it more than enough. There isn't a single listing appointment where I don't come in and say, this is where your house is going to sell, and they project here. We are back down to here in a matter of weeks and months. But why did you have to go through that pain? Listen to your professional. They do this for a living, and they know where the house is going to sell. Keep your home properly maintained, and it shows well, and know what kind of things are going to come up in the inspections. Can you fix them early on? This will save you a lot of time and aggravation when it comes to inspections, and possibly prevent a cancellation. I did have a home. We finally got an offer after 6 months. 6 months. It's over $1 million. And we went through 5 inspections. They found so much wrong with the house, they didn't even bother to ask. They just backed out. So I just want you guys to hear that loud and clear. If you know something's wrong with your house, it's time to fix it, right? You are trying to sell your best. You're not trying to sell something that is, or hide something that is going through. And if your home isn't motivating, hear the sellers, re-elevate the pricing really quickly. So in our world, we like to evaluate. If nobody comes within 2 weeks, we did not hit the mark. We need to readjust. And yes, you can go ahead and move down in small increments. I see it all the time. But the idea is to move it to where it's going to sell. You will have the most success when it goes there. Folks, whether or not you are making a move or in the spring, or you're going to do this in summer, you need a strategy. So you need to find a professional. So I will help you understand what's going on. Each month this changes, this dynamic changes all the time. If you have any questions about the housing market here in the Temecula Murrieta area, I would love to be a resource for you. I'm Liz with Local Living, and until the next time.
Thank you for listening to Local Living Tri-City. Stay tuned for more insights and stories from Temecula, Murrieta, Menifee, and surrounding areas. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with a friend that is passionate about the Tri-City area as you are. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next episode.